911, where's your emergency?
I've got one turned blue with Narcan to her, but she's not coming back.
In the span of 1 month, 10 inmates at the Monroe County Jail overdosed on fentanyl. 3 corrections officers sought treatment for exposure to that drug. The jail captain blamed that chaos on one inmate, an inmate who smuggled in those drugs, shoved so far up his rectum, there is no way authorities say they would have found that stash in a normal body cavity search.
10 News reporter Caitlin Keenahan has been investigating this OD outbreak for weeks. Caitlin, how did this all play out?
John Robin, inmate records show Joshua McCowan was booked on May 19th. On an affidavit, he admitted to bringing the drugs in. From that day on, overdoses broke out in the facility every week for a month, and it was the most damage by contraband this jail has ever seen.
You're going to have a 40-year-old male overdose, Narcan times 2.
This 911 call is from the Monroe County Jail.
It's Caleb at the jail. We had 2 down now.
2?
So is this one.
2.
There's 8 others just like it, spanning from May 19th to June 27th. Some inmates told officers they snorted fentanyl, and others took narcotics.
Basically, all 10 of them at one point or another during their episode went unconscious. In fact, 5 of them had to also have CPR conducted on them.
All 10 are traced back to one batch of drugs.
In my 25 years, it is probably the most deadly drug that I have seen.
Drug smuggling into jails is relatively common.
We average probably around 1 a month. Those are typically people just coming into jail.
Contraband is a challenge at the local level, but also the state level.
You just have to kind of let your imagination run wild, because if there's an opportunity to introduce contraband into the facility, somebody will think of it.
The Assistant Commissioner for State Prisons, Lee Dodson, has seen just how imaginative folks can be.
We're regularly searching cells.
Here are pictures of some of the confiscated contraband: a tampon with drugs inside, a mini stone dagger with a grip, and powder packed tight enough to fit in a body cavity.
They're not exposing one person to potential risk. They're exposing an entire system at risk.
Dodson says people that pack it will pay for it.
And one of those negative consequences is we're going to arrest you and we're going to prosecute you for trying to violate state law.
Joshua McCowan brought in the fentanyl that caused 10 overdoses. His court date is set for October 17th. Captain Williams hopes his sentence will serve as an example.
The inmates constantly will try and figure out a way to stay ahead of us. We have to do the same.
Following this incident, Captain Williams purchased a full-body X-ray scanner for the facility. He says it will detect guns, knives, narcotics, and other contraband.
A revealing look tonight. Caitlin Keenahan on the story.